welcome back.
Thank you so much for joining us.
We have two return guests that are very, very important people. Well, having to do with adult daycare and Alzheimer's and that type of thing, because we have Dee Riddle and Rob Thomason here to talk about the Night of Lights to Remember. What is that, and tell us about it.
Okay. It's something new that's going to happen in Harrison this year that has never happened before.
Okay.
We have had memory walks here in the past to benefit Alzheimer's Association.
Exactly.
The Night of Lights is actually going to be at the First Presbyterian Church October the 7th at 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And we're selling luminaries. People can purchase luminaries to honor people who have had Alzheimer's or any kind of dementia. They don't have to have passed away. They can either do it in memory of or in honor of.
Okay.
And it's something to honor also the caregivers of people with Alzheimer's. And there's going to be a big display of luminaries at the First Presbyterian Church. And it's going to be awesome. And there's going to be a program. Several area ministers are going to participate. And we'll have a caregiver speaking about their experience. The choir from Hillcrest is going to be singing.
Oh, wonderful.
And it's just going to be a beautiful thing.
It's not just, your whole family goes through this.
Sure.
It's something that we need to support.
Yes.
What will the money, you can buy the luminaries, and
Yes.
the money goes towards?
It goes to Alzheimer's Arkansas.
Okay.
And they are very active in this area. They provide caregiver support groups, one-on-one counseling with caregivers. People can call them and get information on Alzheimer's and dealing with Alzheimer's.
Okay.
And that's who it goes to.
Now, in this display here, we see that the luminaries are lining a walkway. Is that basically how it's going to be done?
Yes.
Inside the church?
Well, it'll be outside.
Outside the church,
hopefully,
okay.
if it doesn't rain.
Exactly.
And I have a luminary. Can I
Oh,
show you?
certainly.
Yeah.
I actually made this one in honor of my brother. I have worked with people for 30 years with Alzheimer's and never truly understood its impact on a family until my brother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and he passed away this year.
Wow.
And he's gone fishing. But what they can do is these will be the luminaries. They'll be filled with sand and have a candle, and people can either take the bag and decorate it themselves, or they can give us an idea about that person. I have one little gentleman that we're doing one that he was actually a conductor on a train, so his will reflect that. So we try to reflect their personality.
That's great.
You mentioned that you had no idea until it affected you.
Right.
What is it that you learned that you could probably spread some light on?
Well, the thing that I learned the most is the pain. Now you're going to make me cry. I'm going to try not to cry, but the pain that the family goes through, it's really hard to see a person that you know and love, and you know them, but they don't know you.
Right.
And they look at you with a blank expression like they would a stranger. And you try to talk to them about things that they should know, but they don't know anymore.
So we
take
it for granted that someone's going to be that person forever, and Alzheimer's takes that away from
it. Does. Yeah. And not just once, but every day you lose something. You know, it starts out gradually. Maybe they just can't remember day-to-day things, not just losing your keys, because I do that all the time, but
right.
But things.
It goes further than the dementia.
Yes. It gets severe to where they don't know where they're at and don't know.
And it can be a dangerous thing.
Oh, yes.
And their personality changes. Is that right?
It can.
At times,
it can change. Doesn't always change. Sometimes people that were really sweet can become, really mean. But now, like Ann, she probably just gets sweeter.
I would hope so.
Where are you drawing this experience from?
Well, Rob, what do you want to share with us?
Well, I told her I just came off for eye candy, but
All right, then.
But
Moving now.
actually, one of the things I want to definitely express on this Night of Lights that this is the first time we're actually doing this, so we don't have a lot of people that are probably aware of what's going on with all this Night of Lights to Remember. So I've been trying to do kind of what I've done in the past: go around and pass out some flyers, brochures, and try to get people to maybe possibly sponsor, which we definitely want to get more people involved into this. The one thing that I like about this is that the money will go to Arkansas here. It'll affect the caregivers, let alone just the patients too. And so we're really kind of excited about this, and I think this will be a really neat event.
Something that you can carry on year after year.
Right.
Is it too late to sponsor?
It's not too late. You have till the very first Monday of that week, which would be what, the 3rd or 2nd? Whatever that is, it needs to be turned in by then.
And what kind of sponsorship are you looking for?
Well, there's 2 sponsorships. One of them's $150 for candlelight sponsorship, I believe it is, and the other one's $250 for luminary sponsor. Okay. And what you get out of that is during the program there'll be verbal recognition. You also get a company will be listed as a sponsor in their monthly newsletter that comes out once a month if you want to subscribe to that, and you can go online to look at that as far as that goes. And they also receive a commemorative certificate. The only difference between the other two, the luminary and the candlelight, that the company logo and their mission will be listed in the evening program also. But it's a great way to get started into a worthwhile project, and this is definitely worthwhile.
No doubt. Well, thank you. Is there anything else you want to add before?
One other thing I would like to tell people about, this is tied to it, but it's not the Night of Lights, but there will be a caregiver support group starting. Area Agency on Aging is doing this, and it's going to start at 11:30 to 12:30 on October the 6th. That's on a Wednesday, and it will be down at the Area Agency building. And it doesn't have to be caregivers of Alzheimer or dementia. Anyone that's taking care of an elderly person and needs some support can come to this. And they can call Michelle at, I have to see what her number, 286-3621.
Okay.
Or they can call Area Agency at 741-1144, and they can give them the information.
All right.
One other thing I'd like to add, too, on the brochure, that if you all decide, whoever picks these up to participate, that when you fill this out in memory or in honor, that in the memory be sure to put birth date and, of course, date of death.
Okay.
But other than that, just find your participating sponsors and pick some of these up for us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. Thanks for telling us about the event that's coming up. Thanks
bet.
so much. All right, up next is Kathleen McCrite. And she's going to talk about the Ozark Writers Block. Stay with us.